What's going on, guys? Ramirez with eXp Realty. Hope you're having a great day today. Today's topic is going to be owner financing. I've been getting a lot of questions regarding owner financing and what are the pros and cons to it, so we're going to go ahead and touch base with it today. Alrighty guys, let's start with the good news. Let's start with the pros in owner financing. So what you're going to be looking at is faster closings as a buyer. Since you don't have to wait on a loan officer or underwriter to approve the loan, you get to close a lot sooner. That means you get into your house a lot sooner. So let's go into tip number 2. Pro number 2 for owner financing. Since you're not going through a bank or anything like that, and the owner is basically the one that's going to be financing you the home, what you're going to be looking at is less closing costs. So less closing costs due to not having any bank fees or appraisal fees. You get more cash in your pocket. Alright, so let's go on to the next one. Pro number 3. So this pro is going to be really depending on the owner that we're working with. So this is going to be flexibility of down payment options. Since there's no bank required minimums or anything like that, the one that's going to be able to dictate that down payment is going to be the owner, but in the long run it's going to be something that's more flexible to what's possibility that you can do. That we can always talk to depending on the owner. But there you go, that's your third pro for the owner financing. Let's go to the next one. Lastly, this last pro for owner financing is going to be just a great option for somebody that can't get financing through the bank, through a traditional bank. I always say to everybody that's looking to do owner financing, it is going to be an option where the majority of the time they may not run your credit. Most of the times they don't. They just want to make sure that you can actually pay for that home. Make sure that you can actually cover those expenses, mortgage that they're going to be financing you, right? So keep in mind, those are the things that are definitely going to help you out. These are the pros that are going to help you guys out as owner financing buyers. Let's go ahead and go to the cons now. Con number 1, we already spoke about the pros. Let's talk about this con to start off, and it's higher interest rates. It is going to be something that we do negotiate with the owners, the sellers, right? But typically you are going to be paying a higher interest rate compared to what you're going to be paying at with the traditional mortgage loan. Let's go to con number 2. Con number 2. So you need seller approval. Even though they're not going to run your credit majority of the time, they still want to make sure that you're not higher of a risk than that they're looking for. So they are going to be making sure that you can pay the bill, right? So that's what they're going to be looking at. And just a heads up there, that's one of the cons, that if you're just looking to get into any house and you just have the money in the bank, you can pay for it. One of the things that we do have to make sure is that they can give you that approval. Let's go to con number 3. Con number 3. So this is something that is a little tricky, and it's a due on sell clause. Most owners that are trying to do owner finance, if they have, let's say, that due on sell clause on the current mortgage and they're still paying that current mortgage, the bank may want to foreclose because they're not getting paid. So what we need to make sure, and this is why you need to work with an agent, preferably myself, that can do their due diligence and make sure that there's not that issue to where you can move into your house and a couple months later, a couple days later, you get that knock on the door and they're trying to get the house back. That's something we need to make sure, and that's one of the cons that comes with being able to let's say buy an owner finance home. Definitely something to look for, something that we can talk about. And as soon as we start looking for houses that are owner financing, that's when we can start looking into those details. Let's go into the next con, guys. So the final con for owner financing is balloon payments. What I've been seeing so far is not necessarily many of the balloon payments, because it is a risk for both sides if you think about it. What you're going to be looking at right now with balloon payments is if you cannot secure a loan in that allotted time that they're giving you. Let's say they tell you you have a balloon of 5 years, you need to get yourself a loan within those 5 years and pretty much just pay, buy them outright in a way. Because if not, if you are not able to meet the loan or secure loan within that allotted time, you may be at risk of not only losing your money but losing the house. So keep in mind, that's something that we can definitely talk about if we are looking to do owner financing. And keep in mind also, to save yourself some money, you might as well just look at all those details. Thanks so much, guys. It's been a pleasure to speak with you guys regarding owner financing, pros and cons. If you do have any interest in doing something like this and being able to get yourself to a house like this as well with owner financing, give me a call. It's 210-589-5718. Have a great day. Bye-bye.